It's update. It's update time. Hey everybody, it's day 6 and 7 Suboxone withdrawal. This is going to be kind of a more organized video. Thinking back in my last videos, they were just so... I was just pulling everything out of my head, which is still a little bit fuzzy. It was really fuzzy those days, but... So I took some time and wrote down a bunch of things for y'all. So this is a little bit more of an organized video because there's going to be kind of probably a lot of information in this. So for days 6 and 7, I still was experiencing minor cold sweats. Those are now gone as of this video. This is the morning of day 8. I'm still going strong. My counter's up to almost, 190 hours, I think it was when I checked. Just about coming up to 200 hours. So I still have sneezing. I've had that days 1 through today. Sneezing just randomly. It's usually 2 or 3 sneezes just for no freaking reason. I still have insomnia. Sleep meds are able to help me get to sleep, but I'm only able to get about 5 hours sleep still. It's weird because 2 nights ago it was like I'd get 2 hours, then wake up, fall back asleep. 2 hours, wake up, fall back asleep. So that was weird, but I was happy I was able to fall back asleep. That was nice. And then last night I slept about 4.5, 5 hours straight. And then woke up I keep waking up at 4:45 a.m. That's pretty early, but at least now the RLS, restless legs, or leg cramps, I just kind of throw those together. Those are getting better, but I do still have them at night. I'm not waking up with them in the morning though, so that part is definitely getting better. Also, I've started tapering down the amount of RLS pills I take at night. I'll wait until it starts to kick in at night, and then for the first probably 4 days I would take up to about 10 of those tablets at night before bed. Make sure you guys get the restless leg stuff figured out before you even try getting sleep, because it'll just keep you awake and you'll be pissed off and frustrated. So just kind of know when your symptoms kick in. I'm down to, last night I only had to take 5 of those restless leg pills. So start tapering off of your comfort meds as soon as you're able to. The sooner the better, for sure. My upset stomach is still, and I'm expecting this one to probably go on for a while. My bowel movements, this might be TMI, but my bowel movements have always kind of sucked. I'm trying to think how to say this. So I guess I'm just more kind of curious as to you guys that have more experience and more sobriety off of Suboxone or opiates. Has your bowels, like your bowel movements, came back to normal to where you're able to just go, once or twice a day and it's normal bowel movement, like a full solid bowel movement, or is it like all over the place? Because right now mine are changing from morning to later in the day. It's definitely a different movement, so to say. So let me know in the comments what you guys are, that have some time off, if everything kind of went back to a normal bowel movement, and how long it took for that to happen. I know a lot of people kind of wreck their guts with this stuff, and I'm just kind of, I know it's going to take a while to go back to normal, just not sure how long I'm expecting, or I'm taking a probiotic to kind of help things out along with all my other comfort meds. So alright, so on the positive side, I have gained 5 pounds that I lost. I lost 5 pounds in like the first 2 or 3 days, and plus a pound. I'm up a pound from before when I jumped off Suboxone. So yeah, buddy, gotta get these guns pumped. gotta get the gun show going again. So that's amazing. My appetite is slowly increasing. I'm up to 4 meals a day now rather than the normal three. And I did want to make sure that I mentioned to you guys my last video. I'm sure, I don't know, I just don't want to set people up for disappointment. What do I say? How do I say this? I'm really trying to be careful with what I say here because I know you guys that are going through this right now. It's like at a critical time if you're watching this video. So, basically, what I'm trying to say is enjoy the good times when they're there because they'll be there. And I just keep, I picture like the waves that are crashing in. I've mentioned that before. You'll have positive waves, and when those waves get there, just be happy that they're there and that you're getting some relief. And I'm speaking about like the first, week or two of your Suboxone withdrawal. It's for me. This was for me. I would have, as you guys seen in that last video, amazing feelings at times, and it's very important not to get caught up and try to think that you're constantly always going to be so happy and joyful and giggly. And I feel like my emotions are calming down more. It was so down, then it was so up, and it's just really balancing out, but in a good way. I like that it's balancing out. It's not possible to maintain such a constant. I mean, maybe, I don't know, maybe some of you guys are always just perfectly happy. I don't think that's really possible to get from life, but we're going to dive into happiness in just a minute here. So, okay, where are we at here? I was struggling quite a bit on day 4, and my head was just going off into a bunch of negative stuff, and I said a really good prayer, and not kidding you guys, half an hour later I was good to go. Take that for what it's worth. If you guys believe in that, then use that as a tool, because for me, I had success, and I've been praying every day and thanking my stars. So I do want to mention that the last video, I had just left the gym, so that was the first good workout that I've had since my withdrawal. So that is proof in the pudding, guys, to see how much fitness in the gym can really help boost your endorphins. I mean, that video was full on proof. I was just feeling so good when I left the gym. I was just so happy to be able to have a good workout, because the last 2 before that were kind of, really low energy, the first one, and they keep getting better. So I took yesterday off, and now that I've gained a little bit more weight back on, I'm sure my muscles are filling back up with water. I'm excited to see how the gym feels going forward, and with me eating more food as well. Should be some really good workouts coming up. So, all right, let's get to one of the most important benefits that I'm noticing so far. Sex drive / performance / desire / connection. Holy shit. And I'm going to speak to you guys out there for just a minute. If you guys are struggling with any sort of insecurity about your sexual performance, you know what I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure 90% of you guys have some sort of weird sexual issue, or I don't know, I'm trying to think of the best way to say this. Give me just a second. Sexual performance kind of says it all. If you are finding yourself worried about your performance, or maybe you're unable to finish because you're so numb, or maybe things don't stay as hard as you'd like them to. I'm trying to not gross anybody out with all these details, but this might be able to benefit you ladies in some way as well. Maybe your man is going through some issues like this, but I did still struggle. I struggle with a lack of all those things, really. I'm sure I was able to still get things done, but the difference how much that has changed has been huge. Gosh, this video is already 10 minutes, so I'm gonna hurry and try to keep cruising here. So, guys, if any of you are struggling with any sort of erectile issues, or you're unable to finish, you have a lack of desire, or you're not feeling that connection with your partner, I'm gonna just tell you right now that that has been the biggest, best part, I would have to say, so far. I'm talking every day here. Another thing I did want to mention too, I was always kind of worried about coming off. I've heard people say you're going to be a 2-pump chump, whatever. But I think since I did taper slowly over time, that hasn't been an issue. Thank God. So, because I kind of just set my body down, slowly, so it wasn't such a huge shock as it would be as if you were just jumping off of a large dose. So keep that in mind. I'm curious if my testosterone levels might be going up, and maybe I know that opiates kill your testosterone levels, or at least hurt them, but as you guys know, I'm on testosterone replacement therapy. So, and combine that with the fact that I was only taking down to 0.25 milligrams. I know, Doc Park, I know that you have been watching my videos, so if you know anything about kind of that, do you think maybe I need to have my testosterone levels rechecked? Or, I don't know, I just feel like, I don't know if the sexual stuff is just because Suboxone numbed me, or if it truly could still overpower my testosterone replacement. That's something I'm going to have to look deeper into. Also, I'm curious to you guys that have been down this road before, all these sexual positive things happening, are they going to be permanent? Am I going to stay this interested in sex? And is my performance going to be this good going forward? What's your experience? Or is this just kind of like a temporary thing? I did want to say that my dizziness is now gone. I was getting dizzy for a few days, probably because of lack of sleep. So, guys, I've been staying really busy. I've been tying up a bunch of loose ends, doing a bunch of things that I've been putting off, even small things. Tying up, just making phone calls and paying certain bills that I've been just putting off. Just stupid things like that. That has been feeling so good to take care of all these things that I've been stressing out, even though they're simple little things. So creating small momentum, and I'm talking small. It's good to get the ball rolling with small things. Make your bed every morning, clean up, do your dishes, take care of your house. Don't let this crap pile up. Switching things up. I've been switching up so many things and trying different things, trying different foods, mixing up different BCAA flavors, just random little things. Switching up sexual stuff, like I've been craving new experiences. I feel like Suboxone just makes you feel okay with just keeping everything the way it is, I cleaned the whole house yesterday. That's something I haven't done almost the whole time we've moved to this house. That's usually what she does. She kind of had a little bit of an injury lately, and so I don't think she's been able to do it, get down as much in the clean department. We kind of have that as an arrangement type of thing. I'll pay way more of the bills, and she'll take care of the cleaning and stuff. So it works out great for us. She's awesome at cleaning. She can do it much quicker than I can. But I cleaned the whole house yesterday for her to come home to. That felt good to do that for her. I don't feel so overwhelmed. Even with small things, I would previously feel so overwhelmed. I feel like I can just get things done now. I don't have to sit there and think about them for 10 hours. Just go for it and do it. For all you fitness people, all you gym lovers, weightlifters, highly suggest skipping leg day until this restless leg cramps are done. It sucks, don't get me wrong. It sucks. I want to work on my legs really bad. Legs are hard for me to build, so letting them take their notches down, it sucks to do that, but it's worth it because that restless leg, night cramp stuff, it gets way worse if you do a hard leg workout. So if you do have to do legs, just do a little tiny, small little workout. Don't hit them hard. Still eating a lot of health food, drinking a lot of water. And that's all I'm drinking is water. I'm not drinking soda, no alcohol, none of that crap. So I wanted to make this comment. If somebody tries jumping off and say they fail, like I did twice, and this channel is not about being perfect. I mean, I posted my failures for you guys. This is not a flattering channel. I don't have social media. I'm not posting about cool cars and muscles and my girlfriend and blah, 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 blah. I'm just sitting here telling you guys all the crap that I've been through pretty much, not bragging at all. So if you guys try jumping and you fail, that's okay. I think that's an amazing opportunity to learn what comfort meds you're going to need, because it's going to be different for everybody. For me, I knew after trying the first time, I knew that I couldn't handle the insomnia, and then I couldn't handle the restless legs. The leg fires is what it felt like. So I took some time, I did some research, and I've got those things figured out. I got sleep meds. You can do it over-the-counter sleep meds if that will work for you. If not, then talk to your doctor. Get something else. It's okay to do that. But use that failed jump as an opportunity to prepare for the next time. So I wanted to say that I still have Suboxone. I still have like 40-something Suboxone. When I jumped off last time at 1 milligram, I didn't have any available, like in case of emergency, if I just couldn't take it anymore. And so that, I feel like that really, for me personally, that made me panic, and I gave up so much sooner. I think I only made it like 30 hours the first of that last try of 1 milligram, and I just got a lot more panicky feeling. If you think you control yourself, you might want to like have just a little bit that you can take in case of emergencies. For me, that was a big one, but this is all just my advice. So this is not medical advice, by the way. This is all just my experience. Take it as you wish. So, all right. So I did have a craving yesterday. Just a very temporary, just popped up in my head, and I was like, oh, I could take a little bit right now. But as soon as I looked at that hour counter, I was like, 170 hours? You think I'm hitting reset on that just for a little? No, that was the end of that. So, and if that happens too, from now on, I'm going to be really trying to be conscious and finding out, why am I feeling that way? I'm going to dig deep into the triggers if I have them, and try to figure out what's going on from there. So, all right. So, let's see. If you're struggling with your taper, don't feel ashamed to give it to somebody in your house, man. That was huge for me. And some people would make it, you think that maybe I'm not ready to come off, but I was ready to come off. All of our journeys are going to look different. What might make sense for some might not make sense for other. That was a huge gain for me when I finally did that. I wish I would have done it so much sooner. When you're in control of your own meds and you're having a crappy day, it's too easy just to take a little bit more, and then before you know it, you're totally right back up to where you started, and then you got to start back over. And you eliminate that possibility if you give your meds to somebody else, and then give you whatever it is per week or every day or every other day, however detailed you need to be with it. You adjust it as you need to. So this is a big one too, guys. My happiness level on average, an averaged out day for all videos, I'm talking every video in 2018, my happiness level on average day was 4 out of 10. Now, keep in mind, guys, that I have a lot of good stuff going for me. I'm in a brand new house right now. I have an awesome couple of paid off cars. Financially, I'm fine. I don't have to work right now. I'm putting all my effort towards this. And I don't say this to brag. I say this, I have a beautiful girlfriend. She's 10 years younger than I am. Like, she's extremely fit. I'm extremely fit. Like, we're loving, inspiring other people, and I've got these two beautiful dogs. It's just like I'm just surrounded by beauty. And so you would really think people that, don't know the inside of my brain, you would think looking externally, hey, gosh, she's got to be so happy. But literally, guys, I'm talking about 4 out of 10 is what I felt on a daily basis. I was able to force a smile for many years, hoping that one day, fake it till you make it. And one day you just keep smiling and keep that positive vibe going out there. And one day you'll really feel that way. Well, I could not do that while taking opiates. I couldn't do it. That's just my experience. So as of right now, and I would say the last probably 3 days, ever since day 4, I've been seriously about an 8 out of 10 on a daily average basis. So if you can double your happiness, I'm not attached to it staying this high, but I think I can get it higher, fixing other things that I want to fix going forward. Attachments create suffering, guys. Never be attached to any relationship. Everything turns to dust at some period of time. Everything's going to end. We're all going to die. And I don't want to go down that road, but this video is getting long. I'm just about done. Bear with me. So I'm amazed at the difference in my quality of life just going from 0.25 milligram to nothing. It is a difference for me, guys. It might not be for everybody, but it is. I remember plenty of time while taking Suboxone. Hold on, let me get a little drink of water here. PCAAs, baby. I remember thinking so many times, so many days, that I need Suboxone to feel normal. It keeps me normal. No, hell no. That is not normal. And if you really feel like you're normal while taking Suboxone, you're going to be in for a big time change, baby. And if you're able to be happy, genuinely happy while on Suboxone, man, oh man, life is going to be changing. In my experience. Gotta always say that. So I've been thinking about the last video, how I talked about self-guilt. And just a couple quick things. I feel like so much of my self-guilt was from distrusting myself and knowing that life really had so much more to offer me. And thinking about all the times over the years where I wanted to quit a habit, and I would look myself in the mirror, and I know you guys can relate to this. This is the last time I'm doing this. Or maybe you said that to your girlfriend. This is the last time I'm doing this. I swear I'm done. You got pissed at yourself. You've cried. You've prayed. You've tried everything, and nothing seems to work. Well, I think after time and time and time again, you start to build a distrust in yourself, and that can really add up and kill your happiness level. If you don't trust yourself, if you don't really love yourself, I literally don't feel like I love myself at all for the last 15 years, 10, 15 years. I don't. And I really feel like I'm starting to see a totally different side of that. And love for myself, I feel, is coming out of me. And accepting myself for my flaws is coming out of me, I just feel like I'm just very excited to see what I can do going forward. And, if you guys have something that continuously pops in your head every day, and you have a desire to move or to quit a job or to leave your boyfriend in a toxic relationship, you need to listen to that. You have to listen to that, because if you don't, you're going to build so much distrust in yourself. Your confidence is going to be shitty. You're not going to be doing well in business or success. And all this stuff just kind of adds up, I feel like, over time. And you really need to listen to those thoughts. If you guys have a burning desire to quit opiates, some of you guys might be all right taking Suboxone. And if you are, that's okay. you know. But for me, it just took too much. The side effects over time, they started getting way too high for me. And Suboxone is great until it isn't, and you'll know when that time is. So I can only offer you guys my experience. That's all this is. Don't expect your experience to be exactly like mine. Just take these tips and tricks, if you want to call them that. And you know, I'm just realizing that this video is 25 minutes long, and I can tell a huge difference in my mental clarity and my confidence. Even I feel great. You know, I feel like things are really looking up, and this is with me getting low sleep, you know, not eating as much as I want to, ideally. I mean, my brain's still rewiring. You know, this is still going to get better. I'm very confident in that. So you guys take all that crap for what you want, and thank you all for following along, and I hope all of you guys that jumped off are still kicking ass. Hope you guys set those stopwatches to look at whenever you start slipping. Think if you really want to hit that reset button and go through those days 1 through 4 again. I know I don't. So yeah, that's about all I'm going to say for now. I'm sorry this is such a long video, but I feel like I hit on some good stuff in here. Hopefully this helps some people out, whether it's now or later down the road. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. Bye.